So ever since the 2020 election for president of the United States, in which Donald Trump was defeated, Kari Lake, as I like to call her, Crazy Lake, she has been an ardent supporter of Trump, right by his side every step of the way. And she's adopted his speaking mannerisms. She's adopted all of his grievances in accordance with the 2020 election, as well as this new article is going to point out, apparently his living habitat as well is now being shared between Kari Lake and Donald Trump. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think about this craziness. All right. So I'll bring up the article here. Kari Lake practically lives at Mar-A-Lago now. Report. So like I said, we know that she's been lock in step with Trump ever since 2020, and she's made every single one of Trump's problems her own problem. And many have speculated that this is an attempt in Kari Lake's part to try to convince Trump that she should be, in fact, be his 2024 running mate. Okay, and if any of this has any truth to it, then I believe that we can very much assume that she really wants to be Trump's running mate. So Kari Lake hasn't done much but complain governor in 2022, but that doesn't mean she isn't trying to set the stage for some sort of comeback. According to a report from People magazine, in a bid to stay close to her political idol and man she has claimed has BDE. If you don't know what BDE is, go ahead and look it up. It's really kind of gross to think about Kari Lake saying that about Donald Trump. I actually might gag just thinking about it. Oh, the Lake. Anyways, a man that she claimed has BDE, Lake has been spending a lot of time at Mar-A-Lago. At the Lago, Mar-A-Lago, that is. Donald Trump's Florida resort has long been the hottest club for GOP climbers, and given that the former president has reportedly included Lake in his shortlist for potential 2024 running mates, it's no surprise she wants to keep herself in his orbit. According to People, Lake is there every night. She's there all the time. The former news anchor reportedly has a suite that she practically lives in. The former president hops between his multiple resorts and properties, but remains frequently present at his Palm Beach estate. A source previously told People that Lake was looking to strike a deal with Trump to compensate for her loss in Arizona. I believe she wants to be his running mate, the source said. Lake was endorsed by Trump in her 2022 bid for office and stylized herself in the former president's image, down to hawking baseless claims of election fraud and an explanation for her loss. Her devotion to the former president has not waned since. In response to the Justice Department bringing criminal charges against Trump for his hoarding of classified documents, Lake vowed that prosecutors would have to go through me and 75 million Americans just like me. Lake NRA members, she added that she and most of us are NRA members. Sorry about that. That is not a threat. That is a public service announcement. But despite spending an inordinate amount of time at the former president's hotel residence, Lake refused to reveal her long-term plans. I don't think President Trump needs a vice president. He is that powerful as a leader. He doesn't really need anyone, she told Piers Morgan in May. Yeah, right. So all this is just for a show and just for, because she really believes that the 2020 election was stolen, and she really believes every single one of Trump's grievances deep down. No, okay, she doesn't. She's smarter. Okay, she was a news anchor for a long time. Okay, she's smarter than she lets on, and I think she knows exactly what she's doing in priming Trump and basically feeding into his narcissistic character traits and playing the part that narcissists want us to play in their life in order to gain personal political power as well as financial enrichment. Anybody can see it. It's clear as day what's going on here. She can't just, she can't so easily just hand wave it away and go, oh, Trump's so strong, he doesn't even need a vice president. But here I am cozying up in Mar-A-Lago, staying the night there. I mean, let's look this up real quick. Is Kari Lake married? Kari Lake family. Kari Lake has been married with her husband, Jeff Halperin, since August 1998. They have 2 kids. A girl who's 21 years old and a boy who is 17 years old as of 2022. Why are you not raising your children, Kari Lake? Why are you not staying with your husband and raising your children when you claim to be the party of family values and family morals above all else? What the hell? How does Jeff feel about this? How does Jeff feel about? Probably doesn't care. That's my imagining. But let me go ahead and end with this. I just think it's really funny to picture Kari Lake and Trump interacting with each other when they first wake up in the morning. And Kari Lake doesn't have all of her makeup on and she's not all dressed up. And just the amount of foolishness that must happen must be astounding. If I could be a fly on the wall for one morning of Trump and Kari Lake interacting with each other, it would be great. Kari, you left the pizza box open. You forgot to throw the pizza away. Kari, you need to clean up after yourself. Kari, you're leaving a mess in the suite, Kari. You gotta clean up after yourself. This isn't a free stay here, okay? You gotta be doing what I want you to do. I mean, wow. You cannot make this crap up. Kari Lake having slumber parties with Donald Trump. And how is this okay? How is this normal? It's not normal. But how do the Republicans how do they not see how foolish this looks? It's just absolutely foolish. Imagine if it was flipped. Imagine if it was flipped and you had a Democratic politician staying with a former president in his residence, and the conspiracy theories would be off the charts about what's going on behind closed doors. Or the conspiracy theories would be, oh, they're colluding together, and they're actually in conjunction with each other, and they're not worried about their families. Their families are for show. This is George Soros has directed these people to live together, and George Soros is running meetings behind closed doors so that we can't see what they're doing and what they're planning. Like, it would just be crazy if this was on the other side, but it's not, and it's the Republican side. So, this will just be another news story in a few days, and no one's really gonna realize just how foolish and ridiculous it is that we have a failed gubernatorial candidate who's in a marriage of her own and has 2 children, and a failed, twice impeached, twice indicted, failed one-term president, his golf resort, and he also has a family of his own, as a matter of fact, and they don't have anything to do with them. Like, Melania doesn't even go to Mar-A-Lago often at all, and they're not seen together really at all. And Melania's lives a very private life nowadays. It's just absolutely wild, and this is some stuff that like the Onion would come up with. Literally, this is something that the Onion, the satire website, would come up with. But that's all I got for you guys in this one. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace.